Okay, welcome back to the session of AutoCAD. So in the previous session, we have gone through the basic commands of drawing and modify commands. In this session, we'll discuss regarding the annotation commands and how to create the layer, how to create the blocks and property. So as I said, there are some different function keys. F3 we commonly use for a OSNAP. Okay. F8 we use for ortho and F12 we use for the dynamic inputs. Today I am adding one more function key, F12. So dynamic input is what I'll explain. Then F7 is grid. So now you see my screen, there is already some grid is coming. When I open the new drawing, so default grid will come. So that is, if don't want a grid, you just press the F7. Okay. F7 automatically your grid will be deactivated. Okay, you see, so my grid is deactivated. So now I'll start going with the text. So for example, before getting into the text, so I'll explain something called as a insert. Okay, when I'm clicking on insert, don't click on insert. There is a I enter. Okay, I enter. It will getting into the insert command. So insert means what if you want any ready models, already prepared models if you have, or else if you want some different designs you already have downloaded from some websites, or else already you will have your own libraries in your company, in your working area. Huh? So some libraries, default libraries will be there. See, for example, just I'll do one thing. Here I have a jet diffuser. Okay, jet diffuser like this. You can directly import like this. You no need to draw this. So this is called as an insert. You can insert the any of the geometry or any of the libraries you what you want. Okay, so this is it is in the inserts in the library also, whichever the current drawing whatever it is, it will come here like. And also you can change the scale of that scale of the your these things. You can change the scale and you can import whatever you want, whatever the size you want. See, you can import whichever the models you want like this. So how this model library is created? Okay, so that I'll show you now. See, now what I'll do is I'll take one of one product or any equipment, or I'll convert that it as a library. See, for example, now I'll make one chandler and I'll show you how to make how to create the library. Okay, just I'm drawing the circle. So circle having the 100 radius. So 100 it's coming last. Okay, I'll delete all this, which are already my existing libraries again. So this is my 100 diameter. Okay. So just when you have these kind of, you need to show the dimension. See, you can show the dimension like this. See, it is showing 100 radius I given. That's why it is showing the 200. But when you are showing something here, your dimension is not visible. Just I'll close this insert now. So your dimension is invisible, and that time you need to set up your annotations. Okay, you go to the drop here, go to the annotations. Okay, in the annotation, go to the manage dimension style. There you already existing some standard, some default dimension style is already present. So you modify the standard one. So there is a fit in the fit option. So you will have a mm, you give the some extra overall scale of your height. So just I'm giving 50 and I'll go to the primary unit. I'll set up my unit of this drawing. I'm setting it for the engineering. In the engineering, it will take the feet and inches. Okay. Normally, most of the civil engineer first who are creating the template of the drawing, normally they work in the, if it is a size of a project is small architects and mid-range companies, majorly they use feet and inches. If it is some of the like companies like MNC companies who are working, So they will follow the IS standard. They will use the Okay. So here I'll go with the feet and inch only. So for our better understanding. So just I'll click on OK. So here I set it my size of dimension text as well, and also I have done the this what you say unit also. And one more thing you should do is, this is actually the measuring unit. Okay, this is what I set it as a measuring unit, but your input unit has to be equivalent to that. So go to the un enter. This is one of the command, you just make note of it, un enter. So it will open the one of the drawing units which are you are giving input. See, you are giving the input in a one unit. If you are measuring in another unit, means you will get the different dimension. So always your input and output unit should be same. Then only your drawing will be matches. Okay. Why? Because for example, if your it is in the decimal means, imagine, just I'll give one example. If it now it is in the decimal. If I am giving the 200, it will take as a 200 inch while measuring. Okay. So that's why you change it to the engineering, and also put the precision to the 1 feet and 1 inch. Okay. Then you give the unit is inch only. Then click on OK. That's it. Okay, now I'll delete this circle because my now I set my both the input and output dimension. Just C enter. So click here and draw. Now you give in the inch. Okay. Now you give the inch. I'll make the 8-inch diam. Okay. So 8-inch dia is this much. So 8-inch means 16 radius it will take. If you want to confirm that, you just measure it. Go to the dimension. Click on this circle. So it is showing that. Okay. It is showing 1 feet 4 inch. 1 feet 4 inch means 16 inch only. Okay. Correct. Now it is telling. Just my dimension font is bigger. Just I'll reduce the this fit to 25. So click on OK. Then close it. So this is also more. So again you just reduce the size of your dimension. Again click here. Click here. Again manage dimension style. Modify. You reduce it to the 10. We'll see how it looks. So now this is fine for me. So like this you can show the dimension. One more time, you if you want you can do it. Select the circle and click the dimension. Now you can see this is appropriately you can show the dimension. So now I have done the circle. Okay, I don't want this dimension right now because to show how to set up the dimension unit, I have done this. I have performed this command. So now our motto is how to create the library. From there we started, right? So now I have created one circle. Again, I'll do offset of this. Again, I'll give the 8. So it is coming like this. Okay, one more time I'll do this. So this is how it looks. So dimension, sorry, I'll go to the polyline. Okay, I'll draw like this. Again, I'll select this. Okay, again, one more polyline I'll draw like this. Some sketches I'll do some equipment like, imagine I give an example, a chandler. Okay, I'll take the arc. Okay, I'll take the arc. I'll click here. I'll click here. Okay. So you don't want this line also right now. Again, I'll select this line. I'll go MI enter. Okay. Select this line. MI enter. So mirror option I am using. So you select the mirror line like this. Okay. Mirror line like this. Give N enter. It will keep both. Then you select this one. Delete. I don't want this line. Select this whatever the arc you have created. Go to the AR. Okay. AR means array. Yesterday, last session we have discussed regarding this. Okay. Then PO enter. PO enter polar array. Then you select the base. So automatically something it has created. Okay. Then you close the array. Again you do one thing. You create a one circle here. Okay. and take a polyline. Okay, create a midpoint and again C enter, draw one circle till here. Okay, like this. Okay, one circle you have drawn. I don't want this circle again. So I'll keep this, then at the last I'll delete. Again I'll select this circle. Okay, so again I'll make a array, AR enter. Again I'll use a polar only. I'll select the base here. Okay, then close array. So then you delete this one. Then you delete this line. So this is enough for us to do it. I'll delete this one also. So don't delete, let it keep this one. You can do one more here. Just select everything. TR enter, trim it. So, oh, you can't trim this array. Okay, no problem. If you want to trim, again you can change it and you can trim it out. So this is okay for me right now. So give the color, select this, go to the home and select the properties here. Give the some different color, whichever you want. Okay. So again, this you change it. This single line, you change it to some different color. Yeah. So now you can do like this. So then you select everything. So now you imagine. So this is a single drawing I have prepared here. Some drafting I have done, right? So if you want to move this means you can select like this. You can enter. You can move. Now you can move to wherever you want. You can select everything. But imagine if you are working in some project, there are different things are there. There you can't move this. You can't select each and every like this. If you are try to select like this, it will select some other components and geometries also is going to select. That's why what I'll do, I'll create this as a separate library. CO enter. I'll just make a copy of it. Okay, then I'll show the what is the, how it will be different. This point, this part, second one, I'll select and I'll go to the one command called as the block. Okay, block means B enter. Okay, so it is asking the name. I'll give as a Chandler SH. I'll give as a name. Now I'll pick the point. This option. I'll pick this at the center. I want to pick this complete object by the center. Just if you want any description of this, you can give any characteristics and any scale you want. You can change it and annotation behavior and unit size also you can change and you can just give the OK. See, now when I am clicking, you can easily select this. Is it? See, you can select it like this. Okay. So here again, selection is again, you can't select like this by single click. You need to go like this. When you are selecting like this, definitely the beside elements or next to elements is going to be select in your main drawings. Okay. So this is one is the advantage of a block. Second advantage of a block, whenever you are creating any block, it will go on and add in your library. See, it is already added in my library. Okay. Recent, it created in a recent. So likewise, you can create the library how many you want. Now what I'll do is I'll select this whatever the block I have done. Okay. You can scale it easily like this. You can give this. I went to the. I am selecting this. I'll go to the command called as the scale. That command code is SC enter. I'm selecting the base. Okay. So I am giving the factor. You see, you can increase how much you want. This you can scale, or else you can give the factor. I'll give as a 2, enter. See, it will become exact double of the previous one. This is not in the block actually, which one I am keeping next to it. So then what this is the major advantage of block. You can make easily edit the resize and everything. Don't need of scale everything. One more major advantage of this block is, so this kind of a chandler or whatever the element I used in a 100 place. Okay. There, if you updated one attribute itself, okay, one attribute itself, it will update everywhere. That I'll live demonstration I'll do now. I'll select this. Okay. what I'll do is I'll make a array of it, AR enter. I'll go to the rectangular array, R enter, and I am giving R enter. Some default numberings it have taken. Okay, so it taken 8. I'll give. Okay, here again I'll give as a something around 5. So 8 into 5 is you will have a 40. Okay, 40 number of elements I have placed like this in my project. See, so 40 number of places there. Before that, I'll go to the control Z. I'll select this. I'll keep one extra copy for me for to edit. Now I'll go to the AR array. AR array. So again, just I'll give R enter. So some array has been created. I'll again change it. This is to 8 and this is to 5. Okay. So some this when you are started your design, you have decided some design. Okay. You want to change the design. Okay. On the time you don't need to go and double click and open the block, and you no need to edit everywhere. Go and editing is impossible, right? If you done in the block, just you open it. Okay, your block editor will be open. Okay, there whatever the edits you required, you can do it like this. So just I'll add one simple lines here everywhere. Okay, this again I'll select. Again I'll go to the AR array, enter. Polar array PO, enter. I'll select the base here. This some lines I have added. I'll close the array and I'll close the block. Then it is asking that the changes you made have not been saved. Do you want to change? If you want to change, just you save the change. See everywhere. Now you can see whatever I have done edit, it is coming. Okay, this is one best thing of creating the library. And also you can edit this library whenever you want. If you don't want this block, you just select this and you enter X enter. X is nothing but a explode. Okay. X is nothing but a explode. So again, I'll revise. First, in this session, we have discussed about dimension and dimension setup, input and output dimensions. Secondly, we have discussed regarding the creation of the block, okay, and how to insert the library, okay. From the block, we have prepared the separate library, and that library, how you can edit also we have seen, and now I am showing how to remove that block. So just select that and put X enter, so it will explode. Okay, so this is how you can do explode. And one more thing is there here. You drawn some polyline. Okay, I'll just go with some of different color. So green color. I'll go to the polyline. Okay, so I'll just draw some line here. So now this is the continuous line I had drawn. Okay. So now it is a single line. You don't want this line. Okay. Continuous line. You want to convert this into polyline to line. You just X enter. So now you see it become a single line. So it will explode the elements. Okay. It will explode the element. So these are the two major, three major actually. One is insert. Second is the block. Then is the explode. These three are interlinked. Then now, as I mentioned, these are some of the things we have made. Okay, some arrays we have created and those things. So all are is going into the this complete. Let me check. This complete is going into the whatever I am drawing. It's going into the this layer, zero layer. Okay, this zero layer. So some other layers also created because when I am in the starting itself, I have added some. I have inserted some of the libraries, and the time that all layers also imported here. If you are opened any of a new drawing, so no layers will be there, only the zero layer will be there. Now whatever the I have drawn, everything will be in a zero. So maybe one more element I'll do this element. I'll move it to a complete to another layer. I'll move it to some HVAC layer now. Okay. Just I moved this to HVAC layer. Okay. Now, see, when I'm moving to the HVAC layer itself, it taken a HVAC properties, HVAC layer properties. Okay. So HVAC layer have some property, that property color it taken. Okay. So likewise, if you are move this to, if you don't want only this, for this to explain this, I'll make this as array, AR enter. Okay. So I'll select the base here, PL enter. So I'll select the, sorry, select and REC. Select AR array, then R enter. So I have created array. So imagine this is a another, it is in another layer. If you want to see only this, so you just turn off. Okay. So you just turn off, this complete things will go. Okay. So if you turn off the zero layer, name called zero, so everything will be gone. And again, if you want only this HVAC, you just click on your HVAC will be there. So why I'm doing this is the each engineer will creates their own layers. They'll work on this in one project. Okay, there will be a set of architectural engineers working, structural engineers working, mechanical engineers working, and other plumbing engineers and MEP engineers is working, right? Yeah, again in the MEP, again different disciplines are there. Huh? So on that time, each electrical engineers, each components, how you are going to maintain. So every component will be placed and drawn in the respective layer. Then you can easily identify that. For example, I'll show some of the drawing also. Just I'll open one of the drawing. I think see here. Last time I was shown this drawing. In this you can see just for example. So here you can see architectural and mechanical both are there. That means HVAC and architectural is there. If I don't want any effort, you just go through this. What are the different layers are present? You see doors are in one layer. If I turned on this layer itself, all the door will become invisible. See everywhere doors are not visible now. See door 3 notation is there, but you don't have the door representation. Just I'll go back again, I'll turn on this door, A door, so your all doors will come. Okay. So if you want to turn off the any machine, you don't want to see any mechanical machines, you just turn off the machine, AC equipments. Okay. Just you can see all the equipments are gone. Now equipments are not I am seeing. Only hatches I am seeing and ducts are there because ducts in another layer. Again, if you don't want ducts also, you just turn off the ducts. So automatically all ducts are gone. Whatever the duct was there, it is gone. Again, if you want the duct, just you turn off the duct. See, for example, whenever you are doing some drawing, see duct and grills, everything it is showing in this. So like this, for example, when you are doing the coordination drawing, what some BIM coordinator will be there or some design coordinator will be there in every project. What that design coordinator will do is that coordinator will take the all of the drawing from the each discipline engineers. Then he will merge the drawing and he will set up the layout for separately for every disciplines. Okay, that setuping the layout and those things we'll see in the next layouting classes. These are the main basic features and basic commands which we normally use. And some of the exercise I'll share with you. You just go through that and you start practice. And I'll share the AutoCAD software with you so you can install and you can practice them, these basic things. Then we will directly get into the some of the real time projects, how to do the drafting, how to create the proper layers, how to set up the layout, and how to take the how to scale up the whole model, and how you can do the imposition and coordination drawings, because in one building you will have a number of equipments, number of pipes and cables and everything moving, fire and safety things. So those are how you are going to coordinate. Those we will see one by one. Okay. So by this I am ending the session. Any doubt if you are encountering, just get back to me. We'll solve it out.